Hi, this is Robyn. I wanted to make a video about one of my most recent paintings, which is this one. It's called She Dreams in Color. And as you can see, it's very free with brushstrokes and very colorful. It's a little bit brighter in person than it looks on the video. So, I wanted to just talk a little bit about her. Right now it is February 18th, 2018 as I'm making this video, and I painted this painting last week. At the end of January 23rd, I had eye surgery on my left eye, which is this one. And so my vision is still coming back in that eye. Sometimes I wear an eye patch. It's a little disorienting, so I tend to keep my eye covered a lot of the time, especially if I'm trying to read or paint. So I painted this with my right eye, with a patch over my left eye. I was, being an artist who had vision loss in one of my eyes, it was, as anybody could imagine, I don't have the words for it. And I'm very grateful I live in a time when my sight can be restored. And I'm very grateful for all the help that I had, because it's been a very lengthy and sometimes frustrating healing process. So I wanted to see if I could paint. And I did this last week. I started with brown, just plain brown. That's basically what I defer to when I'm doing a painting and just want to do something familiar, something that I'm comfortable with. I get the raw umber out and that's what I do. So it started as a very simple, the nose, the eyes, the mouth, and then I put in these brown lines, and I posted a picture of just the brown part on Facebook, and some people said, I like it the way it is, leave it the way it is. But at that point, by the time I saw their messages, I had already added color. And I love color. I enjoy working with color. And I inherited a lot of colors from a friend whose mom was an amazing artist and also a friend of mine. Several years ago, a couple of boxes of oil paints. And some of the colors, like I usually stick with the basic reds, a couple of blues, basic yellows, and then I have white and raw umber. Those are my basics for my palette. And I thought, I can mix like anything from those colors, but you can't. You can't mix like anything from those. In these boxes of paints that I inherited a few years ago were colors that I had never dreamed of using. Things like this green and this yellow and this kind of red. There are 3 different kinds of reds in here. And again, this painting is a lot brighter in person than it is in the video. But it was amazing to use color. So here I am sitting, I started with the brown, and once I saw I could do like a basic face, I'm like, let me just continue. So I started putting colors out on my palette, and I just picked the ones I love. And this is very free. It's much more free than I probably would have painted normally. I'm getting more free with my brush strokes, but there's some, my left side of the vision was a little bit compromised. So, and my depth perception. So putting the brush to the canvas, I would reach and not get the canvas. It's really weird when you try covering your eye and try eating or drinking a cup of tea. You miss your mouth. It's really strange, and it gets very frustrating. So I had some trouble, but I did it. So I did this painting called She Dreams in Color, and I used some metallic gold paint in here too, so in little daubs. And I don't know if you can see it. I'm just gonna try to go in a little bit closer. And I love her eyes. For a long time I was closing the eyes on the faces that I painted because a long time ago, some stupid person told me that it was very unnerving to have my paintings staring at them and to have the eyes open. So I started closing the eyes for many years. And in recent years, the people who are close to me and who love my work have told me I like when you paint the eyes open. So I think it's less confrontational to have the eyes looking out somewhere in the distance rather than gazing at people, as they're walking by. But so she's kind of gazing off. I love her face. I love that it's all different colors in her face. There's blue, there's every color is in here. And I so enjoyed painting her, and I especially enjoyed painting her because I was using my sight. And I have to say, I know I'm going to try not to cry, but I knew that I've always enjoyed being a sighted person, especially because I'm an artist. And yet when suddenly my sight was compromised, I didn't realize how much I would miss it. I didn't realize how much I would love it and relish in what I could see. Colors, shapes, light, form, shadows. I thought, let me throw myself into music because I've been learning a little bit the bass guitar. And that's wonderful too. But in this life, it's like most of my life, I have been an artist. And I didn't realize how much I appreciated my sight until I painted this, and until I had compromised vision. So I want to always have my sight. I'm so grateful that there was a surgery to correct, the problem with my eye, and that I could see color, and I can still paint. I mean, I was doing some drawings when I was recuperating. For the first week, I had to keep my head down for 6 days, most of the time. And I did some, what I called blind drawings. I wasn't looking at all. I just felt the edges of the paper, and I took a crayons and just started drawing. So those actually came out pretty interesting. They're on I put a few of them on my Instagram, if anyone's interested. But, yeah, it's like that saying, you don't know how much you value something until you don't have it anymore. Well, yeah. Anyway, here's this painting, and she's really important to me. And thanks for watching if you did. If you want to see more of my work, check out my website, www.robynbellospirito.com. I'm actually started another painting 2 nights ago, on Chinese New Year. So that's almost done. So within the last week, 2 paintings. It's wonderful. Thanks.